Right, everybody. Angela Rob here. We're less than 12 hours away from the big tree light up. The balls are hanging. The tree is looking fresh. This is this week in your Dawson Creek Mirror. On our front, we had a veteran shanghaied, bit of a surprise, if you will, on Remembrance Day out in Pouce at the Legion. Traffic in the morning is hot and mile zero. Back to the Quilts of Valor Award. Andrew William Spittle had a bit of a Shanghai surprise at the Pouce Legion last weekend. He was awarded a Quilt of Valor by nephew and firefighter Dylan Waller. Also on our front, the race was on. Sawyer Brown, Duck, Walker, Lone Star, George Canyon, Ovintiv. Step by step, great party. We're going to be having a chat with Devre Gibson later today. She took it all home at the Vancouver Invitational. Read all about her and see all about her on page 3 of your paper this week. And as well, speaking of in fit and in shape, Leonard Hebert is the new chair of the PRRD. Dan Rose is the vice. And the PRRD, at their first initial meeting with the New Look board, accepted the Boundary Commission letter as information. Of course, MLA Bernier and Dan Davies riding not being affected. And as well, the DC tree is getting lit this Friday. Check that out on page 4. Check that out tonight, 6:30, downtown Dawson Creek. Know before you go, check out some gas prices as well. Dawson Creek was BC's cold spot last Wednesday. Set a city record as well. Weather Watch, you can catch that, of course, online. Or sometimes we cut and paste it into the newspaper. And as well, a winter snow removal reminder from the city. If you don't remove it, you may get a fine, because that's what bylaws are for. And as well, of course, the Dawson Creek Community Awards are going to be handed out in about 2 weeks at City Hall. Your Community Business of the Year and your Inclusive Business of the Year. Paul Gavetkov was one of the big winners at the Dawson Creek Athletic Association Big Awards last week, high atop Bear Mountain. Read all about that this weekend, of course, online as well. And the yearly run of the Adventures of Ace O'Hara on page 7 are coming to an end. The 52-week episodic cartoon and comic in your Dawson Creek Mirror. What you'd like to see next year? We've got all kinds of ideas. We're thinking some kind of 1950s spy cartoon, perhaps. And as well, on page 8, it's Cook's Corner. Read how to make sour cream cookies. Sounds delish. And as well, speaking of lists we found on the internet, the complete CFR winners list brought to you by Dave Lowenberg, reporter. As well, the Dawson Creek SS Junior Girls are off to provincial championships at the end of the month. They picked up the bronze at zones in Fort St. John last week. And running for the second week in a row, Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever this week for the second week engagement in the creek. This weekend we've got all kinds of things going on. We've got hockey, home hockey Friday night, home hockey Saturday night, as the juniors and the seniors are both competing. We've got Light Up Your Tree. We've got the Bear Wear fundraiser, and Canadian Tire on Sunday has got ladies night. All this and more. Come on down, get some hot cocoa, get a slice of pizza, and more. Join us tonight at about 6:30 as we light the green in Dawson Creek. The Christmas tree. Away we go.